Hi and welcome to this video. So this is going to be a talking head video where I'm actually showing and unboxing the new computer that I'll be hosting my home lab on. So I just purchased a GM Tech M5 Plus gaming mini PC with a Ryzen 7 processor. It has 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM and a 1 terabyte SSD hard drive, as well as two LAN connections, and it's able to output to three different displays. Also, to note that this video is not sponsored in any way by Amazon or GM Tech. This was just something that I actually purchased on my own to upgrade my home lab because, as you can see behind me, all I've been using most recently is laptops and an old Optiplex 710 with only 12 gigs of RAM and an old Intel i5 processor. So this is quite a major upgrade for me. I'll be able to replace pretty much both of them without a problem. And I wanted to share this purchase with you guys. Also, if I actually show you guys where I actually purchased it. So here is the actual Amazon ad itself. So there are a lot of different models here. Now, I would actually wait for a sale. I waited for Prime Days. This has been in my cart for a while because I've wanted to upgrade my home lab to be able to provide you guys even more content and bigger projects because we want to jump into those cybersecurity projects. In order to do those, I really needed a stronger environment just because of everything else that I had. Now, as a beginner, you probably don't need to go this full out. If you just had actually a computer with 16 gigs of RAM, you'd probably be fine for most of the labs that we're going to be doing. But because of the limitation of my processor, because I was using a computer that's about 15 years old, just to give you guys an idea, it was going to definitely be a struggle, and it would just not be fun as a viewer watching me struggle to move through a very slow machine. So we've upgraded. So I'm going to be setting this up over the next little bit and preparing for the new videos. Like the new videos that are going to be coming out, we're going to be doing a lot of things through Ansible as well. So we're going to be showing you guys how to bring up a Ansible server, how to configure Ansible to really do your desired state configurations and bring up a new virtual environments as well, which is going to be awesome. So we're going to be unboxing this little PC today. I'm going to be giving my full review of it once I've used it for a little bit of time. So I'll probably use it for at least a month or two before I can really give a full review. Now, I won't be able to give a full review of it using Windows 11 Pro because I will be installing Proxmox on it right away on the first boot. But I'll be doing reviews on the actual performance of the actual equipment, making sure that it's not turning off randomly because I've had that before in the past. But if you guys want, there are a lot cheaper options. If you guys do not need the 32 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte SSD, you can get mini PCs on Amazon regular price between like $200 and $250, and that's Canadian. So if you are in the US, it is definitely probably a lot cheaper for you guys, and you guys can probably get it delivered actually a lot faster than we can. But without further ado, let's actually go ahead and let's get started on the unboxing here. So I already removed the actual top of the box because I struggled a little bit in taking it off, not gonna lie, because it did get damaged a little bit in the shipping. So I was a little worried about that. But as soon as I opened it, I kind of realized that the packaging was probably good enough to survive just even this little crunch here. So once you actually open this, it's kind of like a Mac Mini a little bit in the unboxing. You do get presented your actual mini PC right at the top here. It does actually feel very, very good. When I'm holding it, it feels very, very solid. There's a lot of ventilation, so you can see ventilation down here, ventilation in the back, ventilation on this side and this side. Also, in the description, it does say that you can actually upgrade this up to 64 gigs of RAM on your own. So even if you do buy a smaller one, like a 16 gigs or something, you can definitely upgrade the RAM, and you can also upgrade the SSD. I believe that I saw that it can take an NVMe drive, or also I think up to 4 terabyte drive as well. So very, very awesome. You can easily dual boot this if you don't only want to do Proxmox and you want a Windows machine on there as well. You can definitely do that. So it does have two USB 3.2 ports. It does have a USB-C port, also your little audio headset port as well. Very obvious little green power button there. The two network ports, like I said, the little power port. Also, it comes with a display port and HDMI, and then also two more, but these are just USB 2.0s, and then the Kensington lock. So overall, the actual look of this, I'm pretty happy with it for what I paid. I think I ended up paying 370 plus tax, I believe. It came to just over $400, which is not that bad for a home lab environment. You can definitely go cheaper. You can definitely go a lot more expensive. I wanted to do it on a budget and be able to provide you guys what I think is probably a pretty good value. So let me just put that here so it's still visible. So in the box, once you take it out, you can see the GM tech here. It's upside down. But once we actually take out this, which is actually padded as well now that I'm feeling it, so I'm definitely not concerned at all. It probably absorbed a lot of the shock. So we actually have this little thing here, which I'm going to guess is just all the different like warranty information. It definitely is, there are some parts in English, but yeah, it'll just give you kind of like the layout of what the actual device is and gives you a lot of the steps for setting up. Oh yeah, it does have it in a bunch of different languages, so it'll give you your general setup. So if you are new to this type of stuff, could be very useful for you. And then we have two other boxes down here, which I'm going to assume are the cables that came with it. So let's go ahead and let's see what came with this here. So if we actually open up this here, we can see that we do get a VESA mount. So if you want to mount it on your desk, if it's compatible, you can easily do that. I've seen a lot of people actually print off 3D printed server racks and they put a bunch of mini PCs in there. That's kind of cool. I don't have a 3D printer myself, but if you do, that could also be something pretty cool to have on your desk. We have the power cord, so this will plug into your power supply on this end and then into your power bar or UPS or the wall on this end, obviously. And then we also have a HDMI cable here. So it's actually kind of nice that they provide you with one. I honestly was expecting to have to provide my own. So that's awesome. So we have one more box in here, which I'm going to assume is going to be the power supply itself here that we plug into the computer. And yep, so it's a little box. It's not very big, which is awesome. I've seen some of these laptops lately that have massive power supply boxes. So very, very nice. And just the little connector that actually plugs in to the computer here. So all of this really looks pretty solid. Honestly, for the price that I paid, I'm pretty impressed by the packaging and really excited to try this out. So like I said, I've been using old equipment, so don't feel the need to actually go buy. I'm not affiliated. That link that's going to be in the description to this is not an affiliate link by any means. Like I said, this is not sponsored. This is just what I'm using. I'm going to be giving my very honest opinion, but so far, actually, just from unboxing it, it seems very, very solid. I'm very excited to check this out. So this will actually provide me the ability to get rid of the Optiplex 710 and the laptop because I've had to use both. Just because on the Optiplex 710, if I had two Windows servers, it was basically a crawl at that point, and it would make the videos kind of unwatchable. So this will definitely assist me a lot in being able to provide you guys some more content and some more diverse content, like that cybersecurity content that's going to be coming up pretty soon. And also the ability to set up a pfSense firewall in our virtual environment as well, which is going to allow us to really isolate our cybersecurity lab. So the first kind of videos that are going to be coming out, because I'm also going to use this as a talking head channel update, we're going to be focusing more on the blue team side of things first, because I've been in the cybersecurity position now for just over a year, and I've been doing quite a bit more learning, especially in the last like 6 months or so. So I've been able to really build up those skills and practicing on my own time in my own lab as well that you guys just have not seen. So really excited to show you guys these cybersecurity labs that we can build together. Now, I haven't done much on the red team side of things. That is kind of where I'm going. But it's going to be more blue team focused. But if you guys want to see something specific, let me know. Now, I'm going to be building the cybersecurity lab at first in Proxmox. Like I said, I'm going to be installing Proxmox on this machine. But if you guys do want to see the content for Hyper-V for VirtualBox, because I'm aware that maybe you guys are just using a laptop with 16 or 32 gigs of RAM, but you guys can't afford necessarily a second computer to run a home lab on, and all you have is Windows 11 and VirtualBox. Let me know. We can definitely make a video on setting up a cybersecurity lab using VirtualBox. I want to make it as accessible to you guys as possible so we can get that done. Also, I'm also wanting to make a couple more PowerShell videos, of course, because this channel is definitely more focused around PowerShell, and there are a lot of things you can do in cybersecurity that will involve PowerShell. So we can definitely go through that as well. And like I said, also in a month or two, you will also see a review on the actual GM Tech M5 Plus gaming PC. So expect to see that in a little bit, and expect to see quite a bit more content, especially with like home labs using Ansible, how to set up Ansible, how to set up a cybersecurity lab, and some cybersecurity projects that we can set up using Snort or anything else like that that we as a community want to actually explore. So I'm going to be making tons of videos, but as always, I'm leaving the comment section fully open for you guys to tell me what you guys want to see and what you guys actually want to learn. I'll be showing you guys what I do at my work and what I've wanted to really kind of learn, so you guys can hopefully benefit from my own learning and what I actually do in real life, because that's what I've been doing for all the PowerShell videos. All the stuff that I have actually shown is all things that I've actually used, because I think that if you could get a real life example, it helps create those projects, and those real use cases are way easier to understand for me anyways. If I was wanting to watch a video on learning, I would want to actually have something that I could actually use on a day-to-day basis, or I can actually take from learning it at home to my work environment to where I can actually make things better and make the team just more efficient. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and also you're going to want to make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified when those next videos come out. Those videos will be coming out very, very soon, and I will see you guys on the next video.